Today we're going to make the word fire look like it's on fire. In Photoshop, you want to open a new document, File, New. I'm going to title my document Fire and select the height and width. You want to make sure your resolution is at 300 and your color mode is RGB color. Press OK. You then want to select the font tool. Once the font tool is loaded, you can type in the word that you want. To change the font size and the font type, you want to highlight the word, change the size. Don't worry if this isn't big enough. I will show you later how to make it even larger. You can then highlight the word for the type of font, and using the up and down arrows in real time see the different fonts available to you. For this exercise, we're going to select a bold font. So I have a bold font selected. For some reason, if your font is not black, this color right here might be white or another color. You can select this color and make it black and press OK. To increase and decrease the size of my font to make it even larger, you can go to Edit, Transform, and Scale to make it even bigger than the 72 font that they have available. You have to press the Return key to set the size in place. You now have a new layer. It's called Fire. In order to modify the text, I now want to rasterize the font by control-clicking the word Fire, and it gives me the option to rasterize my type. Once it's rasterized, you'll notice that the background changes in the layer channel to the black and white grid, the gray and white grid, and the word fire is shown in here. Once it's rasterized, I can then modify it like they were shapes. The first thing I want to do is color the word fire. I can use the magic wand tool to select the black. The magic wand tool works really good with solid colors. I could then select similar to select the similar color of black, which will then select the entire word. Once it's selected, I'm going to go to the gradient tool and select colors that look fiery to me. I have red and white in my color channels, so I have the red and white available here. I want to ensure that I have a linear gradient, and you click and drag in the direction that you want your gradient and release, and it fills the word with the gradient. If you press Command D, it gets rid of the selection that you have here. We're now going to use the smudge tool, which is located under the gradient tool. The smudge tool, you can change the size of the brush using the bracket tools next to the letter P on your keyboard. And the strength you want is about in the 80s, 90s. The higher the strength, the longer the flames will be. The lower the strength, the shorter the flames will be. Once you increase the strength, you can then click and drag and watch as your flames appear. You can do this several times. I'm going to decrease my strength to show you the different looks. The smudge follows the line that your mouse travels. So you can wiggle your mouse as you travel up, and it will show the curve of the mouse that you've done. Do this for the entire word to make it look like it's on fire. You want to wait each time for it to load so that it doesn't take too long to load. Once you get across the entire word, we're going to add one more additional look to this. We're going to then select the background and then select the black and white color swatcher to make it the default setting. I'm going to go back into my gradient tool, and now that I'm on the layer behind fire, I can select the gradient tool so that it colors the background from black to white. If I was on the same background, it would color over the word fire. So you want to make sure that you're on the background layer. Once you're on the background layer, you can also use the smudge tool and smudge the gradient in the back to make the background look like smoke, or just increase the look of the flames. You can continue doing this until you have the whole look across the image. Once you're happy with your image, you can save your image and place it in the desktop or in your file folder where it needs to go.